And you're telling us in this book that Parcells and Belichick, their relationship has changed. They're on very good terms now. And do you think that Belichick reaches out to Parcells and asks for advice on what to do next? Do I take a year off and go to TV? Where do I go? You know, if the Dallas job becomes open, if Dallas loses, Bill Parcells has worked there. Tell us that famous story about Belichick and Jerry Jones on the ski slopes.
Yeah, it was right after Belichick had gotten fired by the Browns after the '95 season, and Bill went out skiing. I think it was in Vail. I know it was in Colorado. Maybe it was Aspen. And he's waiting on line to rent skis for his family. And the guy next to him in line was Jerry Jones. And the Cowboys had just won the Super Bowl with Barry Switzer. So there was no job to talk about. But in that time that they spoke to each other, and then subsequently, seeing each other at league meetings over the years, well, actually, it wasn't league meetings because Bill was an assistant coach then, so he didn't get to go to league meetings. But I think that they stayed in touch, and I know that Jerry thinks very highly of Belichick, and Parcells really loved working for Jerry Jones, despite what you might hear. He did not leave Dallas because he didn't like working for Jerry Jones. They had an emotional loss to Seattle, if you remember, when Tony Romo dropped a snap on the potential game-winning field goal, and Bill made a very quick decision and an emotional decision to leave. And he's regretted that. But he is very fond of Jerry Jones. So if that job becomes open, and I'd say there's a chance of that happening if the Cowboys don't at least get to the NFC Championship game, because maybe Jones thinks, how far is Mike McCarthy ever going to take me if he couldn't do it this year? And he's got a chance to hire the greatest coach in NFL history, who will come highly recommended by Bill Parcells, who Jerry Jones still trusts. And I know that Parcells will give a favorable recommendation to Belichick about working for Jones. I'm not going to say it's the leader in the clubhouse of what's going to happen, but I think there's a possibility. And Duke, I just want to say this: two things to remember. Belichick is 15 wins away from passing Don Shula for number one. You know how important that is to him.
Sure.
That's why I don't think he's going to take a year off. He's going to get a job now. There's a bunch of, what is another half dozen openings or 7 openings right now. So he'll get one of those jobs. And the second thing that hasn't been talked about a lot, I think the narrative of was it Brady or Belichick for the 20 some odd years they were together has shifted in the 4 years since Brady left, because Brady won a Super Bowl without Belichick, and the Patriots have really struggled without Brady. I think it's really important for Belichick to go to a place where not only can he pass Shula, but where he can win a Super Bowl without Tom Brady and end that part of the conversation